With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
To pick up the 6, brings up second and 4.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Flacco. That one deep for London. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Looking to put a drive together. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
LHN on first and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Brings up second down.
319! Regular. Stop. Half. 56. Half. Go.
Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. Gets past one man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
Flacco looks to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
16 yards. First down, Texans.
Nixon will try the right side. And he stopped immediately there. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Ravens.
Setting up to throw Flacco. It's caught here by Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Flacco. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
And it's 4th down.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
Alert! 56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The Texans, first down.
Flacco. He hits Adams, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Houston.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Passing play, Flacco. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 31 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Allen taking it himself. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Now Allen. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
Throw caught by Achane.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. to the air. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Achane. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Allen going to change the look here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. We call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And now out comes Houston. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Flacco off play action. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. To pass, Flacco. A short throw there, pulled in by all. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. Muscling free near the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Flacco. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now it's Flacco. Schultz holds in the quick throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Allen being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball...
There he goes, right side. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. They set up the screen, and Achane has it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 3rd down and 13.
3rd down and 13. Allen He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And the Baltimore first down.
Allen going to change this at the line.
At the 37-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
56, 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, he can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Here's Flacco. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Flacco looks to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out a... One-on-one coverage, extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime straight.
All right,
ahead.
Brandon, thanks much.
The
first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first week.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart. And that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Allen going to throw. And this is caught by Evans. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Half 85, half 85. Alert! Half.
Now Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Brown 80.
To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flacco. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's going to field this at the 4. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Allen. He finds his target. It's Evans. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To the air, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Kelce from 8 yards out. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and 3.
Mixing up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out. as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On the toss, here's H.A. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now Flacco. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. To pass, Flacco. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go. 4th down Flacco. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34.
Bring to 34 now. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Adrian. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Check down here for Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up third down and 9.
Here's Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Flacco. He's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans.
Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Got a man, it's London. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Firing quickly here, that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now Flacco. Houston. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Henry up the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Setting up to throw, Flacco.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
2 yards on the pickup.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Texans.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stack them a couple of yards short.
It's a gain of 15. Brings up 4th down.
Flacco now this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston,